Hi guys, and welcome to another card in the Hello series. This is kind of a hello my friend, I kind of like you kind of card. The characters that I'm coloring today, or the stamp I'm coloring today, it is called Just Baked and it's by Little Blue Button Stamps. It's part of the new release that is released today. I have links down below. Go and check the release out. They are lovely. I really love these stamps. For the skin, because we're gonna jump right into the coloring. So for the skin today, I'm using my usual skin combination because I really like this skin combination. Also means that whenever I work with new kind of stamps or new kind of characters, some stamp companies have long lines of characters and then you kind of get used to how you want to shade them. But if when I'm working with new stamps, it kind of feels for me pretty good to be allowed to just don't have to worry about the color blending and stuff, because I know how these colors work together. I have though added the E95 and 93 for the blushes on their cheeks because I really like that. Also, I wanted this character, to be a little bit cheeky, have kind of this strawberry blonde, honey blonde color, a little bit darker one, and I actually gave her freckles. It was really fun. I know that you can't really see everything I do when I color right now, and this is because as these stamps are I printed them not super big, so that means that there are very small details, and that is a very tip from me. When you are trying to make very thin lines, you have a few things you want to think about. One is very light hand. The second is you want to keep your pen as vertical as possible, because it's actually easier to make very thin lines. And flicking, work on your flicking and you will get thinner lines and thinner lines and thinner lines. Kind of fun. For all of these characters, I'm actually working with very light colors, which I usually don't. I'm not a pastel kind of girl, but I really wanted to use these colors. I think it's spring that is kind of influencing my coloring. So I used very light blues and chose the B21 to keep it a little bit warmer than what the rest of the B90s that I shadowed it with. And for both the dresses and the pants, for the lightest color, I'm actually going over the complete design, but I'm not kind of scrubbing to blend the colors. Instead, I'm just going over and hoping that, or letting the amount of blender that is in these pens, when the lighter they are, the more blender you have. That means also that they will blend easier. And therefore I'm just going over without scrubbing, and you can get a pretty good blend anyway, and you keep the colors very light and beautiful. And then I'm going to fussy cut the whole design. If you're not a fussy cutter, invest in an electronic cutter like the scan and cut. I've heard is a good thing because you can scan in your images and they just get them cut. But I kind of like doing the fuzzy cutting. It's a little bit therapeutic, and as I usually do, I'm using my cutter bee scissors for this, and then I'm going in with my Martha Stewart knife and cut out those smaller pieces that where I can't get in with my knife with my scissors. So you get small holes everywhere. So today the card base is going to be pretty simple because I'm going to do the background one layered and then just add the girls. So I start with a 80-pound Nina cardstock cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and then scored at 4.25. 80 weight is a little bit thin for a card base, but it was what I had around, so I thought, well, I'm going to use it. And then I'm kind of figuring out that I want that stamp from my favorite things stamp, and how I wanted it to do, and then I realized, okay, I'm going to do this with a stencil. I had the idea, but I kind of wanted to see if I could get it to fit together. This is a stencil from Create a Smile Stamps with coffee cups, and I thought like baking, coffee cups kind of work, and the stamp set I'm using is kind of a coffee inspired stamp set. Then I'm using some of these beautiful distress inks. It's gonna find the details down below. It just went out of my brain here. Spun sugar and one lipstick, and I'll start with the spun sugar, go over with the one lipstick, and then go back with the spun sugar. And I'm actually having 2 different of those blenders so that I don't contaminate them because I want to have a very soft blending at the edges, and the spun sugar will help me do that. So I just have not fully scented, a little bit over scented, as I do want to have room for my sentiment. So I'm going to stamp this sentiment in Sooth ink by Lawn Fawn. I really love the Lawn Fawn inks, really love them, and this Sooth ink has such a beautiful color. As this is a new stamp, I am actually starting by stamping it a couple of times on a scrap piece of paper, and I'm drying it in between, and then I finally ink it up so that I can put it on my card. And here it is, just put it on. I'm always really scared when I stamp directly onto my card bases, but that turned sort of straight. Then I put some 3M Scotch tape on the back side of my characters to give that natural shadowing as an outline for them. And that is the card for today. I hope you liked it. If you do, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you have any questions, just comment down below, and down below you find all the details and materials used for this card. Also a link to my blog. If you want to see more videos like this, just hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I see you later. Bye!